well, first of all, just in high school or junior high and high school, they should teach a class on just, well, let's face it, credit, finance, which they don't, unless it's a private school. The other thing is it would be amazing if you taught like the federal, a class on federal sentencing guidelines on just the law.
Wow.
It would terrify people if they were like, what are you saying? So no, you don't understand. I'm not a drug trafficker. Like you can't give me 20 years. I'm not a drug trafficker. Well, you're selling marijuana. Yeah, but I only sell dime bags. How often do you sell them? How long have you been doing? Well, I sell a little here, a little there. Okay, right. Let's add that up. Okay, so far in the last 2 years, you do a little here, a little there. So far in the last 2 years, okay, you're up to you've sold 50 pounds of weed. What? No, I only sell. Add it up. You add it up and they're like, oh, well, yeah, but that's over 2 years. It doesn't matter how long the conspiracy has been going on. You've sold 20 pounds or 50 pounds or however many pounds of weed. And based on the guidelines, here's where you stand. And guess what? You're going to do 5 years. What? Like people don't realize that. When everybody I've ever met who sells drugs, when they get arrested for selling drugs and they tell them the amount, how many pounds they've sold or kilos, they're always like, I've never seen that much in my life. No, you haven't. Not at one time.
Yeah.
And not just that. Guess what? The guy who wore a wire on you, he's going to say, what they do is this. They end up getting you to sell more and more. Okay, so first it's, you buy whatever, an eighth of a key, right?
Yeah.
And then they go, bro, can you get me half a key? Yeah, I can get you half a key. Cool, bro, cool. Now you get this half a key. How much what would it cost if I bought a whole key? I want a whole key because I want a discount.
Right.
And you say, okay, well, it's going to take me a little bit of time, but I can get it. Well, now the guy that's going to get on a stand, I bought keys, I bought half keys. I've been buying from this guy for
months, yeah,
or years.
Wow.
Like I got pinched after I've been buying from him for years, and he's going to lie to the prosecutor and say, I've been buying half a key every week or two, because he wants to make you sound like a big fish so he gets time off of his sentence. Like I got a guy who's moving a couple keys a month. The truth is this guy's moving a quarter of a key a month at best.
Right.
But you're relying on this person. We want to be able to tell the jury he's a big fish. He goes to trial. Either you plead guilty to 20 or 30 keys of cocaine, or you go to trial and we'll instead of you taking 10 years, you're going to get 30. And this guy will get on the stand, and we have you cold. We've got you on wire. We've got you on video. You're done.
Yeah.
So it's like if you taught that in the school system, kids would go, that can't be right. Like, no, you want me to list? I'll get 4 guys in here right now. You can show them a video of guys going, I'm doing 20 years. Yeah, I was a 19-year-old. Here's what I was doing. Boom, I got 20 years. Hey, I'm so-and-so. This is what I was doing. But when I got into court, this is how they added it up, and this is what I was looking at. Here's the sentencing guidelines. This is where I fell right here. Guess what? That's a 30-year sentence. I got lucky. I was able to cooperate. They gave me 19 years.
It's like a Ponzi scheme, because now you have to go wrap in the next person,
Absolutely.
who wraps in the next person.
Well, the whole system's based on that. If you wouldn't give cooperation, then the entire system would break down, or you'd have to say, hey, we're not going to prosecute any crimes under this. And you see what happens when they do that. So people are like, well, they shouldn't do that. Yeah, I know. But if you don't, then you see what happens. Then you end up having shoplifters come in and buy and steal everything under $1,000.
Right.
Same thing with drugs. I only move this much. Why? Because if you add it up, it never amounts to more than this. So I can do this all day long.
Wow. Yeah.
Or you say, hey, don't make drugs illegal at all. Just make them completely legal and let Pfizer, put them out and you get a prescription and that's it. And we dump all that money in law enforcement and prisons, and we dump it into drug rehabs.
I would definitely be more in line with that. I mean, that makes more sense.
That makes sense to me. That's the way to go.
Yeah, the fact that, what is it, a class, I can't remember, a Schedule D drug or whatever, like marijuana being like one of the worst drugs in the world. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah,
like, nobody really believes that.
No, it's so stupid.
It's just a way of roping people into these huge...
And all of it is they're all just sound bites to get elected.
Yeah.
Those laws all ended up being put into the system and voted into law because it sounded good.
Yeah, and nobody wants to be the person to, I guess, to end the criminalization of marijuana. Although,
No, because somebody's going to kill somebody or do this or do that, and they're going to blame you, and they don't want to be that guy because they want to get reelected.
Yeah.
The way to do that is to say, hey, guess what? You can only run for 3 terms, even in Congress.